Hello everyone, welcome to Anushri Tutorials. In this video, we will see the properties of rational numbers. In the previous video, we learned about the rational numbers and how to do the basic arithmetic operations on rational numbers. Now, see the properties of rational numbers. See here, what are the properties we have in rational numbers? We have closure property, commutative property, associative property, distributive property, identity property and inverse property. See here, the closure property is nothing but if we add or subtract or divide or multiply any two rational numbers, if we get the rational number as answer, then we can conclude that rational numbers are closure under addition or subtraction or multiplication or division, whichever the property we did there. This is nothing but if I have two rational numbers a and b, if I did addition of these two rational numbers, if the sum is a rational number, then this a, b, c are rational numbers, then we are calling as rational numbers are closure under addition. Likewise, if two rational numbers we are taking and we are subtracting the two rational numbers, if the answer also is a rational number, then we conclude that rational numbers are closure under subtraction. So this is the closure property. Now see what is the commutative property. Commutative property is nothing but if we change the order, then the resultant won't be changed. Now see this commutative property in detail. See here, commutative property is nothing but when two rational numbers are added or multiplied, whatever the operation you are taking, the result remains unchanged. The result won't be changed irrespective of the way of numbers are arranged. If the arrangement of numbers are changed, then also the result won't be changed. Then that property is called commutative property. See here in an example, a is a rational number and b is a rational number. I am doing the addition of a plus b. And again I am doing the addition of b plus a. The order I am changing. Here a is the first number, but in the second one a goes to the second place. The numbers order I am changing. If we change the order of these numbers, the result won't be changed. Then that property is called commutative property. See here in this example, first I am adding 5 and 3. So 5 plus 3, the answer is 8. Now I am changing the order. 8 plus 3, 3 plus 5 I am taking. So 3 plus 5 also we got the result as 8. So if we change this order, then there is no change in the result. This property we are calling as commutative property. See one more example regarding multiplication. First I am multiplying 2 with 3. The result is 6. And then I am changing the order. Now I am multiplying 3 with 2. Here also the result is 6. When we change the order of the operands, the result was not changed. So this property is called as commutative property. So if we observe clearly, the commutative property does not hold under subtraction and division in rational numbers. So if we take any two rational numbers, if we change the order, the result is not equal. So like that in division also. So we can conclude that commutative property holds good in rational number under addition and multiplication. The rational numbers are not commutative under subtraction and division. So commutative property is nothing but if we change the order. Here we are not changing any number. The numbers which we are taking in the first sum, the same numbers only we are taking, only order we are changing. If we change the order, then also the result won't be changed. So that property is nothing but commutative property. Now see the next one, associative property. So what is an associative property? Here we are not changing any order, but the only brackets we are changing. See, when the rational numbers are added or multiplied, the result remains unchanged irrespective of the way of numbers arranged. However, the result will be different in case of subtraction and division. See here we are not changing the order, just we are changing the brackets. See, associative property is nothing but a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. See here the first number is a only in two cases and the second number is b only and the third number is C only. Order I am not changing. What is the difference? The brackets only changed. So what we are doing, if you observe this example, see in these two examples how we solve this. First we need to add 1 by 2 and 1 by 4. For that result we will add 1 by 3. Now in this case first we add 1 by 3 and 1 by 2 and for this result we will add 1 by 4. In these two cases the answer will not be changed. The result will not be changed. So if we change the order of these brackets, only the brackets we are changing, then also the result will not be changed. So this property we are calling as associative property. And associative property holds good on rational numbers under addition and multiplication. But it does not holds under subtraction and division. See, if you observe with an example, see in place of A I am taking 1 by 3 and in place of B I am taking 2 by 3, in place of C I am taking 1 by 3. So in this A minus B minus C, first I need to subtract A minus B. So that is 1 by 3 minus 2 by 3, which gives the answer as minus 1 by 3. And then minus C is nothing but minus 1 by 3. So minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 minus 2 by 3 we get here. So here we get minus 2 by 3. In the second case, first I am taking 1 by 3 minus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3. 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3 is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 is 0. So here these two are not equal. So from this we can conclude that associative property does not hold under subtraction. The same thing if you observe division also, in rational numbers associative property does not hold under division. So this is nothing but associative property. So what is associative property? We are not changing order of the numbers, just we are changing the arrangement. The brackets only we are changing. If we change the arrangement, then the resultant would not be changed. Coming to rational numbers, in rational numbers associative property holds good in addition and multiplication. Associative property does not hold under subtraction and division. Now see the next one, that is nothing but distributive property. See here, distributive property, in the name itself it is telling our distribution. We are distributing. What we are distributing here? We are distributing a number to the other numbers which are there inside the brackets. See here I have A. See here I have A and I am distributing this A to B and C. So while I am distributing, I will get this as AB and AC, and inside the plus same, that symbol only holds here. So like this the distributive property will works. So allows us to get rid of parentheses by bringing a multiplication from outside to inside the parentheses. So here we have two formulas belong to distributive property. If it is plus, we will get here plus symbol. If we have minus in the brackets, we will get here minus symbol. So if we observe this clearly, what we have? See, in this case 3 into x plus 5, we need to distribute this 3 to x and this 5. So 3x plus 3 5 is 15 we will get here. And coming to subtraction also, the same thing here in the middle, whatever the symbol we have, the same symbol only we will get after distributing also. So this formula will works in both the sides. See, suppose if we have BA plus CA, we need to observe this clearly, and here we have A and in the second term also we have A. So from these two terms we can take this A as common out. So what we have? In the first term we have B and in the second term we have C, and in between these two we have plus. So BA plus CA is nothing but A into B plus C. So this property holds vice versa. That means A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC, and in the reverse also AB plus AC is equal to A into B plus C. So this property we are calling as distributive. Now see the next property, that is identity property. So in this property also the name itself is their identity. So each of us have an identity, like that the numbers also have an identity. That means the number won't be changed after the operation also. That is, if we perform an addition operation on a number, the result won't be changed. The same number should come as a result. A number known as identity can be added or subtracted from or multiplied by or divided into a number without changing the number. Whatever the operations we are performing on the number would not be changed after performing that operation also. Simply it is nothing but if we add any number to another number, the resultant must be the previous number only. Suppose if I am adding 5 to another number, answer must be 5. So whenever we get the same number as answer, when we add the number to 0, we get the same number as answer. So 0 is nothing but our additive identity. So whenever we are adding 0 to any number, we get the same number as answer. So this 0 we are calling as additive identity. So 0 preserves identities under addition. In other words, adding 0 to a number does not change its value. So 0 we are calling as additive identity. So same like that in multiplication also, if we multiply any number with other number, the result would not be changed. That is, if I multiply the number 5 with some other number, the resultant must be 5 only. So when we multiply any number with 1, then only we will get the same number as answer. So this one we are calling as multiplicative identity. So only for addition and multiplication we have identities. Remember this, the additive identity is 0 and the multiplicative identity is 1. So this by using this identity property we can solve the problems also, and based on this identity property we may get some bits also in our exams. Now see the next property, that is inverse property. So here also this inverse property holds under addition and multiplication only. Inverse property under addition is nothing but whenever I am adding a number to other number, the resultant must be 0. That is, suppose I am taking 5 as an example. I am adding some other number to 5. I want the result as 0. When I get result as 0, when I add 5 with minus 5, then only I will get the result as 0. So the number which we are adding is called inverse of the first number. So if we observe clearly in rational numbers a by b, the additive inverse of a by b is nothing but minus a by b. So same like that in multiplications also, when I multiply a number with other number, I need to get the answer as 1. When I get the answer as 1, when I multiply a number with its reciprocal, I get the answer as 1. So for example, our rational number is a by b, then b by a is called multiplicative inverse. Now here also remember these 2 points. Additive inverse is nothing but minus sign of the number. Multiplicative inverse is nothing but reciprocal of the number. So these are the properties of rational numbers. So hope you understand. If you understood, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.